Hi friends, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here since the beginning. My name is Madison, I'm a girl mom of two, and I share real everyday life. From motherhood to outfits to cozy recipes and everything in between, you'll get it all here. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button so I know you're interested in more videos like this. Today's video is going to be my everyday makeup. This takes me probably 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna show you everything I use, how I use it, and why I love it. Let's get into it. So this is hands down one of my top requested questions is how do you do your makeup? What's your routine? So we're gonna do it today. All right, first I have already prepped my skin with just the LANEIGE Hydrating Facial Moisturizer. I put that on every morning because especially in the winter months, my skin gets so dry. So I had that on. I had my little Rare Beauty eye pads that I've been having underneath my eyes this morning. I don't do those every single morning, but today I felt like treating myself, so we did it. Okay, first things first, I always go in with my foundation. This is the Holy Grail combo that I use for my foundation. It is so good, just trust me. It's the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation. I do this in a little bit of a darker shade because I have tan skin, and then the Haus Labs foundation as well, and this is my lighter one. So I like to mix these and it just gives the most beautiful, flawless formula for your foundation. And I do like one pump of the lighter one and one pump of the darker one. So I just kind of start dotting it all over my face, and I will blend this all the way in with my beauty blender. So I will come back right after that's blended. Okay, so here is the foundation all blended out. And as you can see, it looks like skin. And for whatever reason, I have like the perfect combo of color that it just matches my body so well, which is obviously what you want. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with concealer. I use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r concealer. I love this stuff. I have tried many concealers before, and this one is creamy and hydrating, and I don't feel like it gets so dry underneath my eyes to where like you can start seeing creases. That's why I like this one so much. So I take a pretty healthy amount of concealer. I don't know if that's just my era of makeup that I learned, but I just can't not do it. I know they say like less concealer is more, but like I don't know, I really love a bright under eye, so I don't know if that'll ever change. And then I like to underline my eyebrows. I feel like this just cleans them up no matter if you just got them done or if you need to get them done. It just cleans them up to where they look nice and structured. Since I'm brunette, I just always go in between my brows too, so it lightens that area. If you know, you know. Blend that out. And concealer is probably like my #1 favorite makeup product, just because, especially as a tired mom, it really just makes all the difference for me in my makeup. Here is another tip that I have for you. This was a total accident, but I don't think I'll ever go back. So who knows? Never say never, right? But I used to use the Merit bronzing stick and I loved it so much. But for whatever reason, I went to Sephora and they were out one day. And so I was like, well, I am gonna look. They were like out of everything that I wanted to try out, except for this Makeup Forever Ultra HD. This is a foundation stick, and I've been using this for my bronzer ever since this happened, and I accidentally had to purchase this because they were out of everything that I wanted. And you guys, this has lasted me so long, and there's so much more still in this tube, which makes sense because it's a foundation stick. So I just got like one of the darker shades. I'll have everything in the description too, in case you're curious what colors I'm using, exactly which brands and which lines I'm using. I will have everything in the description for you. But it is just this really beautiful like almond color, and I've been using it for my contour ever since that happened, and I honestly haven't ran out of it. I think I've had this like going on a year. I'm not even kidding. This has lasted me forever. I don't use too much of it, so that probably has something to do with it too. Since it's a foundation stick, I think it just makes it blend so much better into my skin than like even a regular bronzing stick would. So I just do the sides of my nose, the tip of my nose, a little bit on the outer corners of my eyes. You can just see. This is where I contour, and then I always just do a little dot on my chin. I feel like that helps sculpt my jawline a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in and blend that out. Blend it all the way across the bottom of my jaw to just give it that snatch look you can already see. Always make sure to blend down your neck too, so that everything looks cohesive. So that is pretty much all blended out, and you can just see how stinking stunning this stuff is. I love this stuff so much. Next, we are going to set our face, and you guys, I have tried so many different baking powders. I used the Laura Mercier forever, and then I used the one size, and that was a little bit too dry for me, and this Kosas setting powder is so good. It is the Cloud Set Translucent Loose Setting and Blurring Powder, and I use the color Butter. So it looks like it's gonna be really dark, but it's not, I promise you. It is just very much so a skin tone color, like just a translucent looking color. I'm gonna go in with just an oversized powder puff. This is the Sephora brand one. Yes, it's dirty, don't judge me. We're gonna bake under our eyes. And I always drag it down the side of my nose just to give myself like a little bit more contour. On the side, drag it down. And you can see how that just kind of like naturally does a little bit of contour with me without even doing my bronzer yet. Go from underneath my contour all the way down to kind of just snatch, just like that. I feel like especially for pictures or if you're filming, that really just goes the extra mile to like really give you some structure. And I just use whatever's left on my puff to kind of get the other flatter parts of my, anywhere I put concealer or anywhere that there's not bronzer, that is where I put the other powder. Then while I have my loose powder out, I'll take like a little kabuki brush and I'll dip in like just a little bit in to the powder. And I'll kind of just put it all over my face to blend out any harsh lines. And I definitely don't like ever feeling sticky, so I bring it down my neck. Anywhere my sponge has touched, I just like to go over it really quickly. Next, we're gonna move on to bronzer. This is my all-time favorite bronzer. This is the YSL All Hours Hyper Bronzer. It looks like this. Obviously, I use this faithfully. And I just take a little contour brush and I just do those parts where I contoured earlier. I just cover those spots. This stuff blends so good. A little bit on the forehead, chin, jawline, and I always bring it down my neck. I feel like that just helps everything tie together seamlessly. Next, I'm gonna go in with my highlighter. You guys, I've used this highlighter for years. I don't even think that you can buy this anymore, but it is Charlotte Tilbury. It's like a super gold highlighter, and I love it so much because it complements my skin tone so well, but I'm gonna use it until it's completely gone. I don't care if it's cracked. It is just the most stunning color. You can see how that reflects off the light. And I think since it's like a bronze undertone, that's just why it pairs really nicely with my skin tone. Do it on my cheekbones and then my nose. So I just get the tip and then the bridge of my nose, and that's it. It's my favorite. Next is blush. I use this YSL Make Me Blush, and this is in the color Chili. It's like literally the most gorgeous. It looks crazy pigmented, and it is. So use a light hand with this, but it is just the most stunning chili powder colored red blush, and it is so good, especially if you have a similar skin tone to me. I literally just barely tap it because this stuff is pigmented, and this will last me forever because I've already been using this since last summer, and like you can still see the embossing. Like it's gonna last forever. I love a good blush moment, and I think this is the thing that really makes my makeup stand out the most is I drag my blush all the way up here. So it kind of acts as like an eyeshadow for me at the same time. I just think that it is just really radiant and gorgeous. Half the time that I'm doing my makeup, I'm doing it as quickly as I can so we can get wherever we're going. So that's just kind of like a little tip and hack that I've noticed has helped my makeup. I just put a little blush up on my eyelids. I always go on my nose. I feel like this just ties in. It helps suit the whole look, you know? I'm just gonna blend out my contour a little bit. Okay, there you go. And now we're gonna get into the eyes. Okay, I had to pause for a second because I had to go lay my baby down and she was scratching my neck, so just ignore that. Okay, we're gonna move on to the eyes. And number one thing that I've been using is this Natural Brows. It's a dual-ended stick. I saw this on TikTok and I looked it up on Amazon, so I just ordered it on Amazon. It's amazing. But I'm out of the brow part. This is like a two-sided little like thing, and you just go boop, 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 and it's amazing, but I'm out of it. So I've been using the other side, which is like very detailed. Let me see if I can focus that. I've been using this as like my little eyeliner. So I barely put any on. I just like the natural look of just having the tiniest little, I wouldn't even call it a cat eye. I just like do a little flick so that it kind of just looks like part of my lashes are a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna try my best to show you how I do that. I just follow the bottom lash line and I just flick up, just like that. And then I kind of like honestly rub it out so it's not so dark. But that just gives me like a little bit of definition underneath my mascara. That's basically it. But today I'm actually going to try out something new for my brows because I'm out of that. And it is this e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel. This is definitely what I'm going for as far as what I want my brows to look like. So this is just a clear translucent gel. My niece actually recommended it to me. Her brows always look so good, and I wanted mine to look like hers. And I'm just gonna stick this in, brush them up, and then I'll use the eyeliner part of this to kind of fill them in just a little tiny bit. Never used this before, so bear with me. Okay, we're just gonna brush it through. Oh, that already looks great. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, it's just like a little dual-sided. I think I'm gonna go comb. Oh, wow. That's nice. I'm gonna kind of press it into my skin a little bit. Okay, and now I'm gonna take the pointed edge of this one and just kind of give some little hair strokes at the front. And then what I love about this is I really can just give the tail end such good definition. And then I'm just gonna take a spoolie with nothing on it and brush through. Guys, we're almost done. We're gonna curl the lashes real quick. And now I'm gonna go in with this Lash Sensational Mascara from Maybelline. It's the Luscious line. I always do the Lash Paradise, but they were out. So we're gonna use this one today. I also, pro tip, always use waterproof mascara because it's the only mascara that keeps my eyelashes curled. All of the other ones just like make them go stick straight. So if you also have trouble with that, then try a waterproof mascara because it really may help. Okay, I like that. I think it looks like full but still natural. And then I just like to get the ends really good, like the tips of your lashes. I really like the wand on this thing. It's like very easy to brush your lashes. Last but not least, we have the lips, and I honestly feel like that's what makes every makeup look is the lips. This is my holy grail. You can tell because I'm almost out of it. This is the Makeup Forever lip pencil, and this is in the color Anywhere Caffeine. It's so good, and I actually got a little dupe of it last night at Walmart. This is e.l.f. in the Spill the Tea color, and this is the Cream Glide lip liner. So I'm gonna do this on my bottom lip and this on my top lip to see how the color compares. So I'm just gonna take this. I just really roughly, I am not very particular about this at all. I just go and I outline just like that. If I overline it a little bit, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. Okay, and then now this is the e.l.f. Let's see. First impression, it glides really good. Okay, so that's what I do. I really roughly outline my lips. I don't fill in the middle. And then I'll take any sort of like lip balm. I have my Summer Fridays, or like this is a lip shine, I think, from YSL. So anything that's gonna add moisture to your lips, do that. So I'm gonna try this YSL one. And what that does is it really just blends out the harshness of what you just lined. So that's always what I do with my lip combos. I line my lips, and then most of the time if we're just going to the park or something, I'll put lip balm on. But sometimes if I want a little bit of color, like I would probably wear this to dinner or something, I'll do something that has just a little hint of something like nude. It's always neutral. I never go crazy. And I'll just take my finger and I kind of just smudge out everything that I just lined so it's a little bit softer and it blends seamlessly. So there is the finished makeup look, guys. I am so happy that I finally filmed this. Probably felt like that took a million years just because I was explaining everything. Some days it takes me a little less because I'll skip a few steps, or some days it'll take a little longer, like if I'm getting ready for a date night, which is obviously a special occasion. So sometimes whenever I let my hair down, I'll notice like, oh, my chest, especially if I'm wearing a shirt like this, my chest is looking a little bit like too light compared to my face now that it's all done. So I'll just take whatever bronzer was left over on my brush and I'll kind of just brush it down onto my chest, down my neck, to make sure everything looks really nice and cohesive. My worst nightmare is to have like a face this color and then like a chest this color. So there's the finished makeup look. Hope that was helpful for anyone who has asked me for it. I feel like this is just a really good everyday glowy look. The highlighter and foundation I think makes all the difference. And then of course, add in a neutral lip and you're good to go. I also must say, first impression of this e.l.f. Duo Brow Gel Stick, really, really love it. I feel like my brows look amazing and just very natural, which is what I always go for with my brows. So I love that. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. It truly means so much, especially in this season of life. If you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe so you can see more of my content just like this. I post motherhood, cozy home life, outfits, recipes, and everything in between. And like I said, if you want links to anything you saw in this video, don't worry, they are going to be in the description below and on my LTK. I'm so grateful you're here and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.